Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel. And one of the comments today in the channel made me think. And I thought, you know what? How about doing a content about being boring? So we talk about how Windows 10 has ideas, how Microsoft wants to reinvent Windows 10 in the second half of this year, 2021. And and I talk about that, and a lot of people are, of course, tech enthusiasts, and the Windows fans want to have new stuff and want to see new things. But let's go to the straight, what is exactly Windows? In reality, the majority of users of Windows, they just want it to stay the way it is and do what they want and just not change. So the content today is about being boring is fine. And that was kind of really nice. So the comment, the exact comment, I think it was boring is good. And, well, you know what? The majority of Windows users, yeah, absolutely. The fact that it doesn't change and that you turn on your PC in the morning, work all day, and do whatever you want. It's always the same. Always, doing the same maneuvers. It's great. And that we have to accept one thing. Because this channel is based on a guy that is a tech enthusiast. Of course. And the tech enthusiast in me tries to tone down my excitement of new features and try to just be plain and help, the average user. But the average user, yeah, they want Windows to stay the same and be just what it is, which, of course, boring is good for them. And that is actually fine also, absolutely. We talk about improving Windows, and changes. I think a big chunk of the Windows users out there probably are cringing, are not necessarily happy when I say that, hey, you know what, soon we're going to have tons of changes and new things to see in Windows, because that's not what they want. And we got to remember that, Windows is an operating system that that needs to just run a computer. Like I said, you want it to turn on and be just fine the rest of your day of whatever you're going to do with it. And that everything you do is exactly the way that you know it's going to be done, the way you want it to be. And that's where there's a clash. I come from the generation, and I know that a lot of people following this channel are on the same level, where why did you start using a PC with Windows? Well, that's because you didn't want to be boring. I don't want to hit or bash on Mac users, but Mac is boring and always been boring. I had a MacBook Pro. People think that I'm a Windows guy. I as a tech guy, I had a MacBook Pro. On Mac OS, I had to have a Mac because I would fix Macs also. Yes, I did. But there's nothing more boring than a Mac PC. And I think that is one of the things that appeals to users. Two things that appeal to users of Mac. I think the first one was, oh, well, it was cute. The PC looks cute. And the second one is, oh, well, always works. And so, you look at that and you're like, yeah, it's tough to explain or say things, because when you look at, if I look at the years I had as a tech guy, you see the problems that some had, and you're like, yeah, you're on a Mac, you don't have any problems, so you're already set, it's like, well, Windows is just trouble. When in reality, it's not. It's not more trouble than Mac. A lot of Mac users have the impression that their Macs are better because they have no trouble. When in reality, the problem was not necessarily the operating system. But like I always say, you purchased PCs that had problematic drivers. Remember that a Mac and a PC is not the same beast. Mac, Apple just has to do an operating system that runs on its own computers. That's all. It's a much easier task than having Windows that runs on uncharted hardware, and there's billions of configurations. Billions. And I think that's where, there's a misunderstanding, and it's normal. I mean, most people don't really care about the underpinning on the, under the hood. Why is it like this? They just want it to work. And, that's one part of the thing. But being boring, yeah, you know what? It's, for the majority of Windows users, probably what should be happening to Windows also at the same time. When Microsoft says, hey, let's, excite our users with new stuff, I think it's just the tech enthusiasts that are there, I liked Windows because I could tweak. I could, do what I want with it. I was not in a, closed system. I was in a system where I can actually do what I want. And I think tech enthusiasts adopted Windows for that reason. Very, very nice system to just tweak and play and do what you want. Where other operating systems are more closed, like Mac. So, yeah, boring is probably good for the majority of people. And a good chunk of people watching this channel. If boring is good for you with Windows, why not just, I don't want to have comments. I don't want to have an explanation. Just type boring is good in the description in the comments below this video. Boring is good. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.